So which expression product is modeled by these tiles? So the trick on this one is it's easier than you realize. Let's try this. Let me write the answer and tell me if you see it. So x plus 1 times x plus 3. Okay. In other words, when I multiply that out, I should get this thing. Now, it's difficult to figure out where I get that from, but let me watch this. Well, let me change that a little bit. Do you see this? Look at this. Do you see it yet? It's kind of, they purposefully change the orientation. This stuff right here, this represents x plus, ooh, that's a little fuzzy. This represents x plus 3. All right, and maybe I'll do a different color down here. This right here, this represents x plus 1. So if I use the grid model like we've been doing, let me zoom in on this a little bit so you can see my fancy math. So if I use this grid model and I multiply this by this, what's x times x? X squared, right? What's x times 3? 3x. What's 1 times x? Just x. And what's 1 times 3? Positive 3. So now, usually these are rigged up, right? Then this diagonal are usually like terms. What's 3x plus x? 4x. And then we tack on x squared plus 4x plus 3. So I'm going to zoom back out so you guys could see this grid. So it's kind of hard to, you got to think about it a little bit. But I have, let's go through the list. I have x squared, right? There's my x squared. How many x's do I have? 4, right? I should have 4. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. How many 1s do I have? 3, right? So I got 1, 2, 3. I'm not quite sure why we do the algebra tiles. They say that it helps kids learn it a little better, but honestly, I don't know if it helps. I don't know what kid it helps, but it's just a different way to look at it. I think what's nice is if you learn how to use algebra tiles, you can set the tiles out and then figure out what the answer is. Sometimes. Anyways, and then you got to do the math. I don't know, it's a different type of or way to do it.